It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Pharoh Cooper now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line pre-game. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot him at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes all long.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss massive down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Goff throwing complete for Swift. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Hook up a 15 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down.
Swift, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Barkley a 1st down and more. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's get off the field. He's checking.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So this defense, maybe a frustration penalty there with the success that he's had running the football in this first half.
Not an excuse to do that, but yes, they're looking to slow him down any way possible. That one's just...
I'm going to show you, man!
Take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that moves their lead up even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Come on.
Goff now looks to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into? A free hitter.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold on.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. Taken in at the 22. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. First and 10. Throwing Jones. That is incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker Alex Anzalone, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one, costing about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing after the interception. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open.
for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. Let's go, D. Exhibit right here.
Give him to Barkley out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it home in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Get on the extra point. And it makes this a 9-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's gone off the bootleg. Sliding, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, you don't ever.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And able to take. Ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Goff. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Kadarius Hodge has it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's the fullback as time expires in the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
3 yards the gain there, second down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half. Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
First down, Lions.
On first down, Swift. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Once again, it's Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ball back. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. They'll try to run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 79 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive. You know, one-play drive of your own, and you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. He rode him under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tay Crowder came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Goff. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now falling complete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down now, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. They run out of the gun with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Logan Ryan on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 11-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Goff looking to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
They locked in man coverage out left, and ended up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Throwing on first down. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Jones throwing for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to his right. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll try the air now with Goff. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Looking to throw. Swift. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down at 46. Now Saquon Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful. On fourth down, Jones. A quick pass here has got Shepard. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky. Yeah, 15 yards.